This one is for the old heads out there. What if the entire Telecom War rivalry is just a Pokemon-esque journey of KT, our main character, consistently coming up short on the biggest stage against their never-ending rival?
I bet you don't even have enough badges to get into the Pokemon League yet.
I only have to win one more to get in.
Huh. You have some catching up to do. As you can see, I already have 10 badges. Still think you have what it takes to become a Pokemon Master?
Until finally, after years of crushing disappointment, breaking free of T1's shackles on the grandest platform imaginable, the World Finals. To warm up for this grand finale, let's relive the ending of every Telecom War Best of 5 to remember just how perilous this KT roller coaster has been.
But SK Telecom coming in over the top and score! Trap! Piglet gets the kill! Goes on to Faker. Faker backs off a bit, and look at Ryu. He knows it's over. Champion Summer is over! SK Telecom coming back after being 2 down. There goes the Nexus. GG!
An incredible reverse all kill coming out of SK Telecom, getting in the hole early, and this is exactly what we saw last Champion Summer as well, where Frost had the come from behind win. There's Koma, the coach in the booth. SK Telecom ecstatic.
Someday has teleport. There's a disengaged Faker. In a little bit of trouble, actually. And behind, he's going 1v3. Faker cleanses out of the death sentence. Meanwhile, Maokai kills Arrow already. Faker in trouble. What was I even talking about? There goes Peekaboo. He's going to go down. Nagne does go. Faker, I guess he was in trouble. Never mind. There goes Peekaboo. Nagne. Cannon Barrage comes in, but where's the rest of the support for KT? Only Nagne scoring, Someday remaining, and Nagne burning down. He'll get taken out by Wolf's Ignite. Scoring Someday on the run. No Faker, but SKT not too worried about that. Well, as the super minions push down the Nexus turrets.
Someday just couldn't get into that fight. He was trying to defend the base, and he had teleport up, but SKT knew that it wasn't
on a mission.
Look
at the mini-map.
Yeah, he is. Wolf trying to distract on these teleports.
Arrow. Oh my
Bang,
gosh, is this Ash Arrow gonna hit? This Ash Arrow dodge, but Bang comes in, takes one inhibitor turret. He's going for the next one. They're delaying it, and Bang is going to win. Champion Summer for his team, SK Telecom. 3-0 in the spring season, 3-0 in the summer season. This is the year of SKT. I don't know what they're gonna do. Aside from just lose the game, score low as Duke goes in already with Faker. Bang on the outside, getting those ricochets. And there goes Fly, another kill for Faker. Looks like this is it, guys. SKT, if they can win this fight, they can win the game. There goes the Nexus turret, still fighting. There goes the Nexus. SKT just needs to focus it. They do. Getting a few more kills on the way, but they're gonna finish it off in the end, I think. Yeah, okay, they can want to keep fighting. Nope, Duke wants in. There we go. SKT going to the Spring Grand Finals. What a match, a 3-0 for them.
KT, they're just tiptoeing around looking for the end. Have to wait for that Gnar bar, which something is starting to build back up. Mike, he get a hell of a lot of damage. One more hit from the Gnar actually would have finished him off. The shield comes through from Faker. He's going to go in deep with the Onslaught of Shadows. Doesn't get punished yet. Actually is able to make it out. Now the Guardian Angel's going to get popped. Snap back from Duke as he's trying to stick into the back line.
They're on the Nexus.
They're on the Nexus, and KT Rollster! They're going to do it. They take down SK Telecom in the reverse sweep. Bringing it back 3 games in a row, and they are going to the finals on the 20th to face against the Rocks Tigers.
This is KT's redemption. This is Score's revenge for 3 years ago. The reverse sweep coming back to take out SK Telecom here, and Ryu doesn't have to die anymore.
If Peanut wins the MVP here, he will be the MVP of the playoffs.
This is true desperation. The TP in from Pawn just to try to kill Bang, flashes over the wall.
Just to be clear, this is not desperation. This is just wanting to get some KDA. He wants a single kill this Pawn.
All right, well, I don't even know if he's going to get it. Chain comes down. Meanwhile, the base is crumbling. They get rid of Daft Pawn. Going low, one more hit. would take him out, but SK Telecom in the meantime, they've done it. Less than 30 minutes on the clock. They take down the Nexus. They take down KT Rolster. They put another championship title on their belt. And SKT G1 will be going to MSI.
Welcome to your new world overload. Same as the last overlords is SK Telecom T1.
KT, a couple more shots. One more, there you go. That's going to be it. Smep
Taunt flash.
goes in, looking for the play. Big knock-up coming through off the backside of the pulverize. Bang in the back line. Does force out the Sonias from Pawn as he stays alive. Cataclysm thrown down by Blank, trying to cut off the rest of the members. And Bang finds the first kill, getting rid of Pawn. Pops score, back into the passive, and now is pushing forward, looking to heal up off of these Ooslings. Finds it as Untara, claims the life of Smeb. It's just Depth and Mana left alive, but they might not be lasting much longer. There you go. The Sivir all on her lonesome, but it doesn't even matter. There's nothing that Depth can do. SK Telecom in the semifinal. They're going on to play against Longzhou a week from today. It's the reverse sweep, bringing it back in. They win 3-2.
SK Telecom jump on the gyrocopter with Faker on Corki. 3 games, 3 victories. They will go to the grand final and face Longzhou Gaming.
And they get Faker into a position where he can just hard carry a team fight. Well, I don't think so. He has to try and get himself out of this position first, as now Yukal is going to find him with the never move. Faker cleanses it, gets out of the way, but there's the Emperor's Divide to save it here from Faker. Mata gets himself over the top, and Deft grabs that kill, immediately followed by Wolf, as now Hextech Ultimatum Demon Flare slaughters SKT.
Tony
and
Poppy alive.
The last man standing.
This might be the moment. This might be SKT missing out on MSI for the first time in history.
Yeah, they've got a minion wave coming towards the top side. Tal is just being corralled by Mata, who's on this Shen, standing in front of him, stopping the Poppy going home. And KT Rolster, they've done it. It's the 3-1 victory in the Telecom War of the playoffs, and they're heading to round 2.
KT Rolster eliminate SK Telecom T1 at their lowest position in the history of the LCK.
At some point, you're going to have to engage Lanza's flash ult.
Yeah, you gotta go. Hook misses and change miss. Not hitting it. Saves Mega Gnar. No GA. In he goes.
Carry
his
him.
arm as Skooma goes so far forward, and the damage, it looks like it might just be there. They take out BDD. Skooma gets the double, and I think that might just be it. We have a respawn of Cuz, and no smite right now for an owner. He should be able to get it back. It might not matter aiming here. On the run, down he will go. Is CP into the base? Are you kidding me?
Oh, wait.
Are you kidding me, Kane?
He has GA, but I don't think he can end. I don't think he can end.
Oh,
There's
the damage,
so
okay.
many minions here.
He got so many backs out. He's hitting the turrets. Can anyone take him out?
Oh,
Looks
they got all the backs. He got all the backs. The Elder didn't go up. The Elder's
Zaya's
still
still
alive.
going. They're still pushing. T1 are still pushing. They stopped the back door. And T1 are pushing into the base. T1 should be able to take this down unless Cuz.
I think they've done it.
Oh,
Cuz
Cuz.
back time the minion.
Cuz
One
gets
minion.
it. Oh, he's gonna get it. Okay, no, there's another wave. There's another wave coming in. I think they've done it. Cuz is just going into a GA. Eskuma's so low. And he's gonna back up. Make sure he takes down Cuz. I think they've done it. T1 have finally won the game. T1 take game number 5. They take game number 5 in this Telecom War against KT. Down goes the Nexus, and T1 do it. Somehow, some way.
Destroying these Nexus turrets, and I think T1 may have done it once again. It's a 5-game series, and once again, they're the team that comes out on top, unless that Whirling Death does way more than I expect, but it does not. Aiming's doing some damage here to Gumayushi, but the Nexus is the one that's gonna go down, and T1, the underdogs from 5th place, now up against 1st place. They take the win and stay in the upper bracket of playoffs.
T1 were struggling to break a 50% win rate there at the end of the season. Faker massively injured. He's out. Poby comes in. The team goes on a massive losing streak. They still guarantee playoffs.
And he is the main one.
He's on his way.
He has his flash as well. As the cage comes in, Pop lost him down. Not going to find aiming, but is it going to be enough? As the Paranoia gets into the backline, aiming, going to be able to take down the Nocturne, and he has his GA. Zayas now finds the number. Aiming is dead. T1, they may have done it. It's Cuz. He's trying to run for the hills. Speedity and Lahens know that there's no way to stop this Baron.
That might be it.
Yeah, the front door was open. They leave the Baron. There's a flash forward from Gumayushi. The cage is down. Midity avoids the feather storm, and it does not matter. Gumayushi grabs the double. The Nexus turret will be taken down.
did not come into playoffs as a favorite. This team came in as massive underdogs.
Baron down to 6,000. These rockets still coming in. True Shot Barrage doing a fair bit of work. It's a flash in from Yoshik, and he steals away the Baron. He might just die though, and there he goes. Zeus now thinks that it's his time. As KT just trying to vacate the area. Perfect trying to be bouncer now to keep his team alive. Beryl, can you press Mantra and Inspire? That's the question. As Faker trying to flap his way out. Oh, they're just bombing. Oh my god, the damage. And Gumayushi going to be able to take down the Crocodile once again. Ace in the hole is going to lock down Beryl. And Def, the last Baron standing, and T1, they're looking to break open the base. Ona going down exceptionally low. There is the kill under the Sejuani, and Pyoshing is back up, and they're just killing the Nexus. They're just going to round 2, and KT, they're not out of the race for playoffs yet, but they're out of the race for Worlds yet, but they are out of playoffs.
Off T1, I don't know. That's going to help a little bit.
Trying to catch Beryl. They really want to get him to use his ult. And now we got a potential sleep coming in here as there goes in Keria looking for a bit more. Oh! Nice by Kuma! And that might just do it. It's 2 kills to the Jin. And look at this, BDD's going to go down as well. It's 3 kills just like that. And Faker once more.
Is that going to be enough? Perfect. He goes in trying to stall, but the Nexus turrets are falling.
Def can't get the angle.
They're just trying to do it. T1, they want to go to Worlds. Will they be able to? All they got to do is take down the Nexus, and they will get the job done. You will be seeing T1 at Worlds. You will have Faker there for the 9th time.
It goes to the last game possible, the last chance to get into Worlds. For the reigning champ will not be denied. They will stare down 3 of the members from the 2022 DRX roster, and they will get their revenge.
It's just best of 5s. It's just these grand stages, and Faker just comes alive. It doesn't matter what his fault is.
No!
Dogtime going to get caught. The Featherstorm does get used, and in goes Perfect. He finds it, but still, Cuz is fighting Doran, and that is not one that he can win. He's down to the GA as Faker able to sit here, wait for the gold card, finishes him off. Magnus Storm onto 3. Carrier, he just wants to finish KT, get his mind set on Hanwha Life, as KT will lose Perfect and lose their run. It was almost a miracle, and T1 says no. We're the ones that make those happen. You can wait for the next round of the LCK.
By the way, you've really improved since I saw you last, and you've trained your Pokemon well. Don't be too surprised if the next time we meet, I'm the one who challenges you to a match.
You mean you'll... I'll be ready for it.